honestly, I haven't heard a woman refer to her breast as cannons in a very long time.
Hearing that made me be like, okay, maybe this is a little fishy because people still say that.
You know what that sounds like? He sounds like a nigga that says cock.
I beg your pardon?
And that's what makes this fake. That's what makes it fake right there.
Fight.
Not gonna lie to you. I for sure finessed this nigga at the barbershop. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean
I came in on a Saturday, no appointment. I just pulled up, praying.
Walking is crazy. I haven't been there in years. I didn't know if they did that.
I was like, my shit was so ridiculous. I was like, I'm gonna just put it in God's hands. I pulled up to that motherfucker, and it's packed, but it's not as packed as I thought it was gonna be. And the nigga that I normally go to, he's running like 10, 15 minutes late. Like, he finally comes in, and he was just like, you was waiting for me? I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, waiting for you. And I got in there. He said, okay, fuck it. Come on. I was like, all right, bet. I sat in that chair, and he was about to like put everything on me. And he was like, yeah, you the one that called me, right? You called me last night? I was like, no. What? Absolutely not. And that nigga was like, oh, word? He looked around. He was like, fuck it. He got the cut in my hair. As soon as he took like the first little layer off, the nigga that called him last night came in. Nigga came in, and he was dapping niggas up. He was like, and then he pointed at him, he was like, oh, you the one that called me last night? And he was just like, yeah, I called, told you I was gonna pull up, da. Okay, bet, cool. You gonna be after him. I was like, I know that nigga, man. Let me get out of here before this nigga want to move some furniture, nigga. I was like, hurry up, come out here, nigga.
Oh my God.
But he sounded like, he looked like an OG though. Like, he ain't look like no young nigga. And so he was just patient. He just sat there. It didn't take long, no way. But I was like, yeah, it's just the way he phrased it. He phrased it weird. Like, had he said, did you like call me yesterday? Like, he, had he started off with, you made an appointment with me, or like you called me last night about an appointment, I would have been like, oh no, that's not me. You come in, he was like, oh, you was waiting for me? I was like, I mean, I normally go to you. I don't go to nobody else. So of course I'm waiting for you. So I'm like, yeah, bet. Like, I'm thinking, I don't know. He could have worded that better.
I feel like you knew what you was doing.
Yes.
I can't say I respect it, but I can't say I don't respect it. But you just knew what you was doing, though. You asshole.
I know what I was doing.
Asshole. That's what you are.
Oh man! Welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keeps podcast, the only podcast where we pay our barbers $40. Nothing over 40. Nothing over 40. 40 is the max. Take it or leave it. This is the podcast for casuals. If you're a casual, this is the show for you. Nice shirt, Jax. Nice shirt. Just now realizing what that was. It's gonna be an interesting hot take. Anyway. Let's go ahead and pay these bills real quick.
Donations.
Here comes the money.
Make sure all those links are all down below. Tap on those blue letters. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. We have it all. Everything except for PayPal. Don't do that. I heard they were scamming out there.
I'm like, I don't think people even use PayPal no more. Granted, I never trusted PayPal.
Yeah, I stopped using it in 2017 or 2018. Whenever Venmo was like a thing, once I was like, okay, man, we just gonna stick with this and Cash App. And I don't like having all them apps on my phone.
Nigga,
all these apps specifically for money. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm tired of downloading new apps on my phone. Like, if something needs me to download the app, I'm not doing it, bro. I hate downloading stuff on my phone now, bro. I don't need an app for everything. The apps I have on my phone are going to be the only apps on my phone for like the next however long I get this phone, bro. I don't want to add no more apps to this damn phone, bro.
And it's even worse, the apps that you like to use frequently and you ain't been on it in a minute, Those the ones that get the offloading. Now I got a cloud next to my fucking app. Now I gotta wait for that bitch to load up
Exactly.
in a time pressing situation. I'm like, nigga, come on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This is crazy. But since we're here, let's go ahead and get into the bag of
We do not care.
things we just do not care about. First thing first, the J.P. Morgan incident that started as a crazy story and ended in a fucking lie by the end of the night. Jax, I feel like you're going to formulate this way better than me. And I'm just going to inflate the peak points that made me laugh and then quiver. But I'm going to let you go first. I'm going to fix the screen. Okay, it's good.
All right. This is the JP Morgan thing. It's a whole lot, but I feel bad putting the woman's face on this because it turns out she didn't do anything. But this lady right here, her name is Lorna. Last name. Her name is Lorna, whatever her last name is. She's a higher up or something at JP Morgan. She was accused by this nigga with this long face of sexual assault and like sexual harassment and all this other stuff. He claims he reported it to JP Morgan and they did nothing about it. In those claims, they said like she threatened his job security if he didn't have sex with her. He said that she drugged him to force him to have sex. Just all the other stuff. She appeared at his home and everything. But it turns out every single thing he said was made up completely. He was married. He was trying to cheat on his wife or something like that. It didn't work. I think they also found out like he tried to he was trying to get money from JP Morgan, obviously with this lawsuit. And I think people found out that he was using like Chat GPT or something like that to test out different methods and all this other stuff. But like, it really seemed sort of fake once you really got into some of the claims he was making, because he said the woman was doing all this like racially, I don't know, like race play, sex, and all this other weird stuff. And like, I don't know. Anyway, some of the shit he was saying, like, I don't even know if I can say some of the stuff because there's like slurs as well, but like,
I feel like you.
I don't know. I don't know what I can say about it because it's a lot. He said a lot of stuff. So if you're watching this, you can read this paragraph to see what they said. But I don't know, bro. This whole thing, nigga tried to ruin her.
He said Hadini. Was it Hadini? That's how he say his name.
No, that's the woman. That's the woman's last name. I don't know how to say it. Hadini or Hadini. Okay. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, it was.
Nigga said, "Do you want a future at JP Morgan? It's that simple. I don't know why you're fighting this." Nah, that's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if I can say these things.
It's not a slur, is it?
I don't know. I'm not Asian. I don't know what these words mean for them, bro. I've never heard that in my life.
Well, first of all, I've never, honestly, I haven't heard a woman refer to her breast as cannons in a very long time.
Hearing that made me be like, okay, maybe this is a little fishy because people still say that. Like,
come on, gang. You know what that sounds like? He sounds like a nigga that says cock. This shit, that's what makes this fake. That's what makes it fake right there. Because any man or woman that says that, weird. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
I think I can say this. He says that. Sure. Yeah, he alleged that. This is one of the quotes that he said that the woman said. She said that I own you. I'll make you pay. Do you think if you're in good standing? Do you think you're going to be in good standing if you don't have me in your corner? Is what she allegedly said. She allegedly continued. You really think management wants some brown boy Indian leading orientations? If you don't redact my brains out tonight, I'm going to sabotage your promotion. She didn't say any of those things, but this is what the guy says she said. But like we said,
this is fan fiction.
Yeah, he made his own like porn fan fiction with his not because it turned out she wasn't even his supervisor. Like she doesn't even control like his bonus or none of the stuff he said that she said. And I know I said he said she said a whole lot in this whole thing, but it's just because nigga was lying, bro. Like I don't get it. But I mean, now we all know what he looks like. We know he's a weird ass nigga, and hopefully, like nothing good comes for him because of this. Like
One
he
of the
really,
funniest things I've seen so far, because first, when this first happened, I was scrolling too fast, and that woman looked like that woman, that previous woman.
low key, yeah. Yeah.
So it kind of threw me off at first. I was like, damn.
If you scroll too fast, I see what you're saying.
But then I'm starting to see niggas crop this nigga's photo out. He said, and start saying shit like, yeah, that's right. Shams better not ever have a bad reporting ever in his fucking. Shams better never say some shit that's not true.
This just Shams and what's the girl name? The girl that like him, the reporter, Shams and K.
Oh,
Yeah, this is Shams and K Adams.
Shams and K Adams. This being a budget Shams and K. This the type of shit that you would see on. This is the type of cast you would see on Winning Time. This is Shams on Winning Time. It's K Adams on Winning Time, gang. No cap. Oh, I forgot the name of that or that show from Hulu called Clipped about the Clippers.
Oh, I forgot about that shit. Who did they have? They had like somebody not famous, but
They had some ridiculous ass niggas. I think they had there was this one nigga from Insecure that was on there that was playing like Blake Griffin or some shit.
No, they were playing Matt Barnes, I think.
Oh, they're playing Matt Barnes? Damn.
Yeah, I know exactly. That show was terrible.
That was so bad.
Or at least the casting was terrible. I don't know about the show.
That's some of the worst casting I've ever seen in my life. Like, that was disgusting.
I forgot that shit existed.
But for good reason. For good reason.
We do not care.
We do not care. All right, next topic. Next thing we do not care about. The Atlanta Hawks VP is officially sentenced to 3 years in prison. We talked about this Atlanta Hawks person, I think, probably about 3 years ago. Not 3 years ago. I'm tripping. 3 months ago. The Atlanta Hawks ex-VP of Finance has been sentenced to 3 years in prison for embezzling $3.7 million with the team's credit cards. Purchases included $160,000 for concerts and events, $115,000 on a diamond ring, one singular diamond ring, by the way. $100,000 at Saks Fifth Avenue. I've heard of that place. I don't know much about it. $80,000 on trips to the Bahamas and Thailand. Oh, this is a freak bull.
Yeah.
Nobody. Don't nobody ever have like a non freaked out experience at Thailand.
Nobody goes to Thailand with pure intentions.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is honestly, you didn't need 80K for Thailand. But as far as I heard.
He's Bahamas and Thailand. So he probably went crazy.
Okay. 70K Bahamas, 10K Thailand. Okay. Exactly. I see what's going on here. Exactly. I see. All right. You right. Yeah. Honestly, the only reason why this got swept under the rug was mainly because Trae Young is gone, and the fact that the Trailblazers are just quite frankly louder. They're just a louder red and black team right now, and we'll tell you why. We'll tell you why in a few more topics. We'll tell you why, but Jax, your initial thoughts to all of this?
Just like, bro, like embezzling, crime, all this stuff is wrong. But like, if you're gonna do it, the team embezzling $3.7 million with the team's credit card is what I'm focused on. Because yes, you're going to get caught, dumbass. You're using the team's credit card. So it's just
but you remember we went in depth. Like he was like making like like fake receipts, credit card receipts and shit like that. Like he was in this motherfucker deep. Hold on. Is this Jeff Teague?
Why are you using a picture of Jeff Teague? When did he last? He ain't played for the Hawks in like 10 years. He
played in like well over a decade. This is nasty. Like I would have been tripped out if you used Trae Young because Trae Young not there no more. But at
But
least
Trae
Trae Young was
makes
there.
sense.
Trae Young makes sense because he was there during the tenure.
He was there this season.
This nigga Jeff Teague. I can't even tell who this Boston Celtics defender is.
Is that Terry?
Is that Terry Rozier? Oh, this is crazy. What a fucking crazy foreshadow. Insane. All right. All right. I guess everything goes full circle these days. I'm gonna fix this. Fuck.
That's funny as shit.
But that's crazy. Niggas be getting on the media, and I get it. Why? I get it. That's nasty.
We do not care.
I care. Last and certainly not least, Donald Trump gets shot at for a third time. No assassinations. He's taking dodging bullets to a whole nother level. It all came from a correspondence dinner, if I'm not mistaken.
Dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the first one he's ever done or ever been to.
The first one he's ever attended.
First one he's ever attended. And they was trying to up the ante. And needless to say, niggas keep failing.
He's not even like, you say he's dodging, but he's not even dodging. But I don't think he hasn't dodged anything. The niggas just don't get a chance to shoot him. Except the first nigga, but the first nigga missed. But all the other people, they just don't even get the chance, bro. Don't even get the opportunity. But I think this shit was fake. Because as soon as that happened, one, the shooter, black man, okay, there's that. And he's a black man who's alive, okay. That wouldn't happen in real life.
You know what? Okay, you got me there. Yeah, y'all follow now. I'll follow. All right. I'm on board now.
Then it was a White House dinner. They was talking about, I think like before, a lot of people were talking about how there was like lax security and all this other stuff. And this nigga, this black man walked in, black man with an afro. Granted, he's a light-skinned nigga, but light-skinned nigga with an afro, he walked in with a gun. He was able to get relatively close before he got shot. Like, this is it's the president. There's a whole bunch of other like important niggas there. Like, if this was real, this would have never happened. And then, immediately after that, they gave like a press conference, and that nigga Trump was like, "Oh man, see, this is why I need my ballroom, because it's gonna be like a bunker just in case for security and all this other stuff." And then every other Republican came out and was like, "Yeah, this is why we need the presidential ballroom. We've needed it for years," and blah blah blah. And nigga, these niggas make me sick, bro. These niggas make me sick.
Yeah, because at first, like, even to say all three of these attempts were genuine attempts, I just feel like you are doing something wrong as a president if there's an attack on you 3 separate times in a term.
And nobody's ever really that pissed off about it. Like
I think Mark Lamont Hill said it best. You know, normal niggas just vote. They just vote them out. If they're mad, they just gonna vote them out. They trying to off you, my nigga.
That's funny as shit.
That's such a great point. Because when they shot Abraham, I understood, because white people, no, not me. Like, the logic made sense because you're taking slaves away. And white people they just got to keep their slaves. Like, we got to get somebody else. The assassination of JFK, I don't agree with any of these, obviously. But the timeline made sense. Like, they don't like this nigga empowering black people or supporting black people. This nigga here, he will probably be the first assassination on the wrong side of history, right?
What you mean?
Like, we kind of like championed the assassination, like the presidents that were assassinated. Like, we hold them in like good elk or whatever to a degree. Like, oh, okay, like niggas don't have no real niggas don't have no real beef with Abraham Lincoln unless you're a fucking racist. Same with JFK. I feel like this would be the first assassination that
niggas would be like, you know what?
I get it. Like, that's crazy.
I get it. Assassination is crazy. But like, I mean, what can you say? But I think he's gonna kick the bucket before anybody gets him. I think it's gonna happen soon. I feel it. because he looked terrible. So I think that's going to happen relatively soon. But I've also been saying this for like 6 months, and he's still kicking. So we'll see.
He's not kicking it. That's the problem. He's not kicking it.
But he's not kicking it. Fair enough.
He's for sure not kicking that bitch.
Oh wait, no, we forgot one more thing we don't care about, and that's how much. That's how little we care about. But Taylor Jenkins, he got hired to the Bucks.
Oh shit.
We do not care.
He for sure got hired by the Bucks. We meant to talk about that last week. Unfortunately, we had bigger things, bigger opinions and topics to talk about. But yes, he is the new head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is gone. We say that all the time. Do you feel like Taylor Jenkins would recruit Ja, knowing that Memphis don't want his ass no more?
Brother, I have no thoughts on the situation. That's how much I do not care about that. I told you I didn't know this happened until I seen that one. I seen like a tweet at like midnight or something. I was like, oh, he's been hired for like 3 days. I didn't fucking know. So I have no thoughts on the situation. Maybe I thought he was good for the Grizzlies, but the Grizzlies didn't think he was good for them, and they fired him. So I don't know. We'll see.
Look at their record now.
They fired that nigga for no reason. They deserve what they get. Whatever it is, they deserve it.
They low-key fired Mike Malone for no reason. I'm just talking about the Nuggets, but just in general.
They should have kept that nigga too.
Niggas be getting fired for no reason. That's why all these coach of the year shit that shit don't matter, bro.
At all.
It don't matter at all, bro. It's bullshit. But now that we got that out the way, let's get into some scary business. Scary Terry Rozier and Damon Jones. We'll talk about Terry Rozier. We'll talk about Damon Jones first because he's the first one to plead guilty. To I forgot what it was called. I forgot the actual charge.
I believe
he's guilty to a $10 million sports betting and poker scams, and his role in it involved was using insider information to relate to people, letting people know like if LeBron James or Anthony Davis would be sitting out or playing or whatever the case may be, and he was just kind of using his NBA likeness, and I think it was he was part of the Lakers organization at the time, right?
I think so. I don't even know if he was officially part, but like I know he was like he talked to them on the side a little bit. I don't think he was like ever officially on the coaching staff, but he was close with them, or at least close.
Yeah,
with LeBron.
He was close with LeBron due to them being old teammates and shit like that. So it's just like that doesn't necessarily help anybody's case or hurt anybody's case, but the reason why Scary Terry is now involved, Scary Terry initially got his gambling stuff dropped or was in the process of getting a lot of these charges dropped. And then they added more charges in there. Those charges I don't know. I don't have off the top of my head.
Good
but
thing
it is a
right
part
here.
of the gambling thing.
It said they're wanting to file additional charges for sports bribery and wire fraud against Terry Rozier. They're trying to get this done by mid-May. And with Terry Rozier, because I read this article before we got on, they said that they think he actually, was soliciting people to like, hey, I will throw this game for you, or hey, we can bet here or do this, that, and third. Like he was going out and like, hey, I will do this for you guys. That's why they want to bring in more charges against him and drop some of the other ones because they're trying to bring more serious charges. And like, I like Terry Rozier. I didn't have no problem with him as a player, but if he was actually going out and being like, "Hey, I'll throw this game for you," or "Hey, we can," if you were going out of your way to solicit this stuff from these people, come on, bro. Like, seriously, my nigga, what do we like? Well, let me see Terry Rozier's career earnings.
He's gotten his fair share of bag before.
Thank you.
With the Hornets, the Celtics, shit, even the Heat.
He's been in the league for 10 years, and his career earnings through 2026 is $160 million. Brother, what are we fucking doing? Honestly, what are we doing? And then the years that he was alleged to have done this wire fraud thing, which was, I think they said it started in 2023, maybe 2022. But regardless, from 2022 through 2025, he was making over $20 million a year. Like so, that was with
the Charlotte Hornets, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it started with the Hornets, then to the Heat. But like each year, he was making over $20 million. Like You didn't. Well, I don't know what he got going on personally, but squandering $20 million, that seems very hard to do, bro. And
I mean, it's easy when you taking care of niggas besides yourself.
I'm 20. He was making 20 million every single year, bro.
It doesn't matter.
That's fucking crazy. And now the fact that you've, like I said, we don't know his personal finances, but if he were to squander all that, and now you're in such a bad place that, hey, let's gamble on this. Hey, let's bet on this. Nigga. Come on, bro.
And it's like, damn, it's just like, it's so weird to do this when you know your games is nationally televised. Well, it's the Charlotte Hornets. So in their defense, it wasn't nationally televised, but they were on television. So it's on footage. It's not like you doing some discreet gambling under the, you know what I mean?
And I've seen videos of people like posting his lowlights during the whole like tenure where he was alleged to have gambled, and they would have like tripping and losing the ball and breaking threes and air ball. And I'm just like, come on, dog. Like, what are we fucking?
Damn, like it's just, you see shit like this and it's like, damn, bro, like come on, nigga. But I think when it comes to Damon Jones, and I think one thing that I read about the Damon Jones thing, he's not like cooperating with the police though. Like he's not there like testifying. Like he's not going to testify about, you know, certain things especially when it comes to like Chauncey Billups and the Chauncey Billups aspect of all of this.
I still want to know what's going on with him too.
Yeah, but whatever happens with this Damon Jones thing is either going to help or hurt Chauncey Billups' case on whatever the fuck is going on. So the fact that he pled guilty, they were just trying to get
on trial. Shout out to him. He might be a real nigga. I don't know. I can't call niggas real niggas for that. He's still doing criminal things. Let me not.
I mean, it's a criminal at the end of the day. You squandered money at the end of the day. But specifically when it comes to Chauncey Billups, nigga, I was trying to say that nigga was laying low, but that nigga, I remember you sent me that reply. That nigga randomly replied to somebody.
Nigga, stop tweeting. Get off the internet.
Hold on, bitch ass nigga. What? Stop. Too many elephants under your comment section, nigga. I don't want to see that.
That elephant meme is funny as shit.
Address me. Hey, no cap. Nigga, I need next time this nigga Chauncey Billups says anything on the internet, I swear I need somebody to put that goddamn video of that monkey saying, talk to me, talk to me.
Talk to me, talk to me. Okay.
Talk to me. I need somebody to put that shit on there. It's too niche because I don't see a lot of niggas talk about it. But goddamn it.
I don't know if people have seen, because apparently that video is from something that came out like last year. But if y'all have not seen it, I'm not finna pull it. It's a long ass video, Loki, so I'm not finna play it. But there's this video on Twitter of some nigga pretending to be Michael Jackson's monkey and giving an interview, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro.
I still have that. I still have that recorded from the last pod. I'll just put snippets in the midst and post prod. They'll see it. They'll see like what we're talking about.
But I hope this whole situation gets resolved for everybody. I don't necessarily know what's going to happen with any of these people, but well wishes to all those involved. Moving on though, some more stuff is happening in the sports world. But let's not go to basketball. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Let's go to golf. Greg knows a little bit more about this than me because he's been a little bit more tapped in with this because he's had some theories about it forever. And his theories seem to be right so far, so I can't knock it. But Saudi Arabia's public investment fund is expected to inform all LIV Golf personnel that is going to end funding at the conclusion of this season. And the PGA Tour is reportedly not enthusiastic about bringing back the players who jumped ship to go to LIV Golf. And if you guys remember, we talked about this when it first started a long time ago. And LIV, they were offering a whole bunch of the PGA people like crazy bags to come over and golf with them. And most of them people accepted it because, like I said, they was giving out like literally like hundreds of millions of dollars for these people. So yes, they went. And the PGA, they got mad because like, how you gonna take all of our people? And now that Live Golf is, like we said, is ending now, some of the golfers are trying to come back to the PGA, and they're like, you know what? No, low key, like I get it from the PGA standpoint, but like, relax, my nigga. Like they was giving out a crazy bag, bro. You would have done the same thing. This is what I got to say about that.
Yeah, and it got to the point where like they became partners at some point. Like,
yeah, that's true. That is true.
At some point, like they damn near became your equals. So it's never like you was little broing them niggas. It's just the fact that Saudi Arabia felt like they weren't really gaining anything by pouring so much money into Live Golf, especially for people that don't know. They were investing $5 billion into Live Golf. Crazy amount of bread, and that's not even including what you're, paying the players to come and play. This is a $5 billion just to, operate it. And for something to be $5 billion worth, I'm not saying that I'm looking for golf. I'm not saying that I'm somebody that's a golf enthusiast, but I don't know anybody that's ever watched a Live Golf TV event. Respectfully, like even
came on.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I know that they were trying to like spice up certain things. I already knew it was gonna be bad when I started hearing DJ Khaled a little bit, like that nigga talking. Like I see where y'all coming from, but we the best. That's not really gonna do it for me, gang. I can't do that. No, thank you. And their concept was really great, but from a consumer standpoint, I'm like, nigga, where are y'all at? Because even when it comes to, I don't be looking for PGA golf, but nigga, if I don't change the channel fast enough, golf might just hit my screen by accident. Really? And I'd be like, or I'm looking for an NFL game, and I was like, oh, golf is on this channel this go around. They must be on CBS go. Like this must be a CBS game or another game or whatever. So that was one of the biggest things. But I think two things happened when it came to Live Golf. One, PGA can't sit here and act like they've been doing the same thing ever since Live Golf came through. Like, y'all have been changing and being innovative ever since Live Golf made y'all step y'all game up on certain things. Made y'all pay people appropriately. I made people like you was making sure that you was up to date, and they kept them niggas up to date. So one, it got y'all together because y'all was, when it comes to rich sports like that, they try to turn their nose up. They try to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality. Yeah. And who the fuck do you think you are? You just fall in line. And, had y'all shook for a little bit. The second thing that happened was it proved to people that Saudi Arabia is about that fucking life. They can get into any avenue that they want to and be just fine. Yeah. And if you put too much power into Saudi Arabia, it will let you know how fast that shit can crumble when they pull. That's very important. That's so important to let niggas know, hey, especially when it comes to negotiations, I think it's very important to not give them niggas too much power. And what the fuck y'all doing?
That's probably the most important thing you said in this whole segment. Just that part right there. That's like, right there. If you get in bed with them and give them a whole lot of power, that's really for anybody. You give them a whole lot of power. Once they take that funding away,
it gets
once you give them all that power, they own you.
It is on you. It's like, man, this shit is fucking spooky. It's fucking spooky. So, when it comes to the PGA Tour, the PGA niggas, they still in their feelings because a lot of niggas, a lot of big niggas left though. Like a lot of big niggas went to Live Golf. So they're trying to turn their nose up, and it's kind of, I think somebody that's in the PGA or like in the golf sphere, he said it's comparable to Lane Kiffin coming back to Ole Miss and saying, yo, my bad, I fucked up. Like, please, like, come, can I come rock with y'all again? And it's just kind of like, yeah, you're a good coach, and yeah, you're this, but my nigga, you left a bad taste in our mouth, nigga. Low key, fuck you. But the results are results. So you want to go back? You want to go back to a natty, or you want to stand on business? That just kind of depends on what they want to do in PGA Tour land. So we'll see how it goes. But those are the biggest takeaways about it. This is still a win for Saudi Arabia, no matter how you twist and turn it. Them niggas just flex their powers. They just flex their power for real. That's really what it was.
And before we move on from this, real fast with that Lane Kiffin analogy, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if Lane did try to spin back, they'd let him. I feel like
Exactly.
they'd let him. And that's what the PGA people gonna do. You're gonna let them back in.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gonna have some mixed emotions. Y'all gonna feel like I don't like how y'all left. Just like LeBron left Cleveland. When the nigga came back,
all open arms and everything. When LeBron go back next season, same thing. But
same fucking thing. That's all it is. Them niggas saw them. They just lost to Toronto. It used to be called LeBronto, nigga. Of course you coming back. Of course you gonna be open with open arms, nigga. Come on, now. Let's be fucking serious.
All right, stepping into the NCAA world of things with college basketball. The NCAA has begun the final steps to expand the men's and women's basketball tournaments to 76 teams. Originally, it's like 64, I believe. Yeah, it really is 64, and that's a whole March Madness thing. That's what that tournament is, 64 teams.
Yeah, and that was added because once upon a time we didn't have first four outs and last four ins. That didn't used to be.
Yeah, so I think technically it's 68 games because they do that first four stuff, and then they get into the field of 64 with everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, now they're expanding to 76 teams. Being completely honest with you, I do not get why. I mean, well, more money because they get more games to put on TV, so there's that, of course. But who's asking for this?
Schools. Schools are asking for it because you get paid to play in these. When you see small schools, when they play a Michigan, when they play X, Y, and Z, they get bread for that. They get compensated for that. So even though they finna get dogged by 50 points, this is one of the things.
I'm like, bro, these niggas, they're gonna get embarrassed. Like, not everybody, but some of these new teams are gonna be like the 75th team. They're gonna get embarrassed by somebody, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like they'll get embarrassed, but for every 5 embarrassment, there's one that keeps up with Duke. and
that's more of a Duke problem than anything. That's not giving them because that's just Duke. Duke is stupid.
It's just Duke being Duke. But I think this is one of the first things where it's just a consumer issue. It's like a consumer problem because both sides fuck with the idea because money is involved. The schools are fucking with it because the money is involved. They get money out of this. The March Madness committee is fucking with it because more money is involved and they get money. It's really just the consumers just kind of like, how are we doing this? Not that they're not going to watch it because of what's happening, but and I will say, and it's only a certain type of consumer that has a problem with this because small schools, consumers that graduate from small schools, they fuck with the idea that they can finally have their team in a March Madness national televised game for the first time ever. I remember when my dad saw Prairie View for the first time, like make a March Madness like tournament ever. It was mad hype because especially back in those days, all like college teams weren't small college schools unless they were playing big ass schools. They weren't all televised like that. Now we got ESPN Plus and shit and HBCU TV. I mean, you can watch shit anywhere now.
You can find the stream for damn near anything now. So
yeah, so like now, like before then, when the HBCU made it as a automatic bid, so oh fuck, I can watch these things on my TV, put something on the fucking grill. So it allows even more schools to do that. Of course, the play is going to drop. This you're gonna see some bad hoops in the first round. I can't argue that, but I can't really dispute anything because it seems like a win-win on both sides. I feel like nobody's gonna lose in this situation. Like if I don't want to watch it, I'll just watch something else. There's just so many games on during March Madness. I could just flip it to another game if I don't want to fuck with it. I think NCAA has I think football plays a part in this too. I don't think you expand with. Honestly, I feel like you don't expand without football expanding first, and I think the fact that football even expanded to 12 raised them the idea of giving them like, oh, okay, well, people, the consumers didn't like it or XYZ didn't like it, but the amount of money that they got because of it and making it a tournament style shit. Fuck it. I mean, we can't do it just like that because that'd be too complicated. But we can add some extra teams. We see the money keep going up and up, every year. So, football, NCAA football tends to be the blueprint for a lot of this stuff. So I was surprised that it was going to be 70. You said 76, right?
Yeah, 76.
70. Yeah, 76. I would love to say just stop it at 76, but every time people just the problem with this is like I feel like people keep pushing the needle like of how far they can go with this shit, and I think that's really where I may have the issue. It's like, damn, nigga, we might have 100 teams in this bitch if y'all don't.
It's gonna get to 108. It's gonna get to 108, and that's going to be disgusting. That's just like the NFL. They started a long time ago. They started with 14, then they went to 16. Now they're doing 17. And 17 a weak ass number, but they're only doing that because they want to get to the 18th one soon, which they probably will, to the detriment of the players. But
17 is such an ugly ass number. I will say. I will admit, 17 would definitely make me want to push for 18.
They need to go back to 16, but then never.
16 was a good spot. That was a good spot. Maybe it's because that's what I'm accustomed to and what I'm used to, but
16 just makes sense, bro.
16 makes a lot of sense, honestly.
But let's tap into the NBA real fast because Adam Silver. Well, before he gets to the playoffs, we got to talk about Adam Silver because he did another thing. I don't know if I like this thing. I don't think I like it. It's just weird, but there are new tanking rules because tanking is such a gigantic problem in the NBA now.
Anti-tanking.
And these are the new lottery system that is going to run through 2029 because it's going to be a trial period. But the lottery is expanded from 14 teams to 16 teams. There's a relegation zone with the bottom 3 teams. They get fewer odds for the number 1 pick. Teams outside the bottom 3 get better lottery odds, meaning they have 3 balls in the lottery instead of 2. Playing teams will also receive the lottery balls, which those vary by the seed. No team can win the number 1 pick in back-to-back years. No team can get 3 straight top 5 picks. Picks 12 through 15 can no longer be protected, and the NBA can punish tanking by reducing odds or moving picks. How do you feel about these? There's also once we talk about this a little more, there's another graphic that sort of illustrates this a little better that I'll pull up. But
you talking about that green graphic?
Yeah.
Okay, I had that just in case you didn't have it, but if you have it, you can show it on your screen.
All right,
just so that the audience can kind of the visual makes it a little bit more sense of where they're going. My personal.
There we go.
So to the left side was the old odds.
In the old format, the worst record had a 14% chance of getting number 1 pick. The worst record, the second worst, and the third record, they had a 14% chance of getting the number 1 pick. The fourth has a 12.5% chance. Fifth have a 10.5% chance, and it continues sort of like that. But with these new odds, the worst 3 teams only have a 5.4% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. Teams 4 through 10 have a 8% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. Teams 11 through 14 have a 5% chance of getting the number 1 pick, and then the play-in people have a 2% chance. It just feels like they're punishing bad teams you should punish some of them because tanking and everything, because some teams are actively tanking, but I don't know. Tanking is an issue, I guess, but I don't think it's warrants all of this. It feels like he's just doing something for the sake of doing something,
Surprisingly, I kind of fuck with it. Not gonna lie. I will say, when it comes to Adam Silver and when it comes to shit like this, everything sucks and everything's terrible until that bitch word. Them niggas said fix tanking. Technically, but what the fuck I'm looking at, this for sure gonna fix tanking. I'll tell you that much. There literally is no incentive to be bad, and I think there is a what do you call it? There's a conversation to be had that the opposite of crazy is also crazy. I definitely understand that being too being too to the other extreme to try to course correct, like doing an over course correct, like that can lead to a new set of problems, just like the 65 game rule. But if we're asking, hey, did he fix tanking? I think he did fix tanking. That will come with other issues down the line. That will come with other things that you have to address.
Yeah.
But I do think that nigga did, like, if I'm looking at this shit correctly, like, okay, there is no incentive to tank. And honestly, if I'm being real, because I was listening to Shams, I was listening to a lot of people. Basically, when he was in those meetings, he was definitely dropping his nuts. He was cursing GMs out. Well, not cursing them out, but like he was throwing a lot of Silver.
Okay.
But Shams was reporting. Other people were reporting.
Okay.
Like,
I was like, what's
in these?
Sam feeling like?
Shams standing on finish. Shams like, hey, fuck it.
Sam acting like that. The one nigga.
But basically, he was in those owners and GMs meetings, and basically saying losing should be an embarrassment. You should never be proud to fucking lose.
That is true.
You know, we should not be, you know, he's basically just changing, like, it seems like he was changing the culture, but I can also see that with this format, I think Adam Silver in the past couldn't tell who was actually tanking and who the fuck was really bad. And I think with this new format, you can really tell who's really bad and who's intentionally trying to tank. It's going to be a lot easier to point that out, which is why I feel like that's why they put that little caveat in that they could basically, you know, not manipulate, but they can basically
they can move.
Basically manipulate.
They can punch it by removing or reducing odds or moving picks. So
absolutely. So in my mind, I feel like one or two things. One, I feel like I've always said this. I just think they're now public. I feel like they're now public when we're talking about, they're rigging this, they're rigging the draft. When I have those allegations of them niggas rigging the draft, if you manipulating the odds, nigga, sound like a rig to me. But I know why they're doing it, and I get that. So that's one thing. But the second thing that people are not talking about a lot, boy, does this affect first round draft picks. Like when it went like. Everybody's draft pick just got more valuable. Everybody's first round draft pick just got more valuable because you don't have to be a tanking team to have a really good pick. So you could finish 9th, 10th, 8th worst, 9th worst. Shit, like you can, like, the odds because normally these niggas would be like mid-round picks, 15th pick, 16th, 17th pick, whatever. And now you have the same odds. You have the same odds as, like, what you call it? Like
I understand them having the same odds and everything, but like 10th, like people with the 10th worst record, they've gotten the number one picks a lot of times recently. Like I think wasn't that why the Hawks got the number one pick? Granted, they took Ricochet, but still, like. This is like, I don't know how much more valuable this does. Like, I think draft picks, especially lottery picks, are going to always have like inherent value, but I don't think this makes them any more valuable though.
Nah, they for sure, because your odds are better. Like right now, like I'll put it to you like this: like if this was to be implemented,
I think so. I could be wrong.
This draft,
I believe so, but like I said, I could just be wrong. I don't know.
Because if it was this draft, that means it wouldn't have mattered if the Clippers had won or lost their playing game. OKC would have had the same odds to get the number one pick than anybody else because they owned that pick. Versus had they lost originally, that would have been dropped down to like a 1% chance versus more percentages higher. It's just a matter of like people are not going to wait. Like people don't have to wait to see how bad a team is going to be to start trading first round picks.
Also, side note, I just Googled it real fast. The new rules come into effect in the not this draft, but the next draft, the 2027 draft.
Okay, 2027 draft.
Yeah.
You also mentioned about them not no team can have back-to-back first round picks. I mean, back-to-back first picks and
that I don't know if I like. Well, that I don't know if I like that, but the no team can get 3 straight top 5 picks. That one I really don't like, cause like sometimes niggas just be ass, bro. Like sometimes they just be perpetually ass, and they end up getting sort of lucky when the lottery balls bounce. So like that, I don't really necessarily like that one.
I think my argument is I don't feel bad for anybody. I don't feel bad for teams. If I'm being honest, like there's no team that I feel bad for that's gonna like be a victim of this. Like if you bring up the Washington Wizards, them niggas, the last time they had a 50 win record was in the 1970s, like or
They've never had a
whatever.
50-win team. They've never won 50 games.
They've never won 50 fucking games, and you've had a first round pick before. You had it at least twice, and you squandered them niggas, or you didn't capitalize, or you didn't do what you needed to do. So it's just kind of, or like when it comes to the Sacramento Kings, it's like, okay, I don't feel bad for that fucking organization.
I feel bad for the fans of the Kings. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. But like for me, it's just like we can't hide, because the product. I feel like the product is at an all-time high of like talented basketball players. There are talented basketball players that are a lot more skilled than in the past. And sometimes we can't tell because niggas are intentionally tanking because they're trying to get a good pick to shape their basketball team, i.e., they're not looking for a good pick. They're looking for something to save their franchise. They're looking for a fucking Wemby that happens once every 6 or 7 years. And I don't
Wemby
think
happens
once every fucking century. But like the Zions of the world, the Paulos of the world, or whatever the case may be. No fan base should have to subject themselves to 7 years of straight ass because they're trying to get that pick in 2033 right. And it's just like, bro, just make a competent team. This would help a nigga like the Chicago Bulls when they were just flirting with the play-in all the time. And it's just like, okay, like you're either genuinely not good, so you make sure your front office makes sure that y'all are competent enough to win more games than 12, or you're actually better than what your record says it is, because we can tell that you're really fucking tanking. I don't really have an issue with this. I just know that there's going to be new problems. I know that. Yeah. And like I said, but like anybody that is that gets punished for their record because they're genuinely ass, I feel bad. I don't feel bad when I say this. I just feel like, bitch, get better. I don't know. Like, am I a bad person for saying, hey, nigga, just get better?
No, like, you're not.
I'm like, because I look at the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets didn't need to tank 3 straight fucking years. They didn't. When we got Jalen Green, or like not Jalen Green, when we got Jabari Smith the next year, and then the next year we got I think Amen Thompson. I believe one of those years, we for sure could have won more games. We intentionally sent John Wall home. We paid that nigga $40 million to sit on the fucking couch. That nigga could have been, I'm not saying that he's like the Chris Paul of teaching or whatever, but that nigga's guidance and discipline could have done something for that young ass group instead of just let the young players play.
Shit, they would love to have a nigga like John, even let a nigga like late career John Wall right now.
Like, god damn, nigga, what the fuck are we doing? Like, it's just like, okay, now we're just in love with the tanking process. It turned into it almost feels like the death of the power forward. You know how we talk about the death of the power forward? I think it was almost turning like the depth of like the middling team, like the mid team, the mid-level team.
I feel like that started to happen because like I remember when the Hornets with Kimba every year would be the 8th seed, get to the playoffs, lose every single like. I feel like that when niggas saw like the Hornets or not, where they Hornets been, whatever the fuck they were. When niggas saw that team just every single year, 8th seed lose, 8th seed lose, 8th seed, they was like,
probably the Atlanta Hawks.
It'd be better to I remember it'd be better to tank than just go through this and like low key, I see where they are coming from because you don't want to end up like the Heat.
You don't want to end up like the Heat, but then at the same time, you don't want to turn into a nigga that just fell in love with potential.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like the Heat, and you also don't want to end up like the Jazz. It was like a weird line to walk, I feel.
But the Jazz got picks down. You know what I mean?
But the Jazz, they were bad. I'm truly under the belief that there was no reason for the Jazz to have been as bad as they were this season.
Exactly. Like, cause
Like,
some of this stuff was like so
good.
egregious.
Like try to win games, bro. I think the Jazz have plenty of good players. I don't know why they even tank. Or I know why they tank because they got it's good prospects, but like
And they won AJ DeBonsa.
they should have been much better, bro. That's all. That's what I think about the Jazz. It's gonna be funny when if they don't get one of those top 3 picks. That's going to be the funniest thing ever.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, bro, like when we do certain shit like this, it's like, yeah, I want to be right behind y'all and say fuck Adam Silver. But I'm looking at the landscape and I'm just like, am I bugging? There's too many niggas glorifying losing right now. Everybody got a tankathon. Everybody like, we got these. I'm like, damn. There used to be shame in being a fucking loser.
Sam Hinkie's impact, bro. he changed basketball he's like the Steph Curry of GMs.
Yeah, and I know there's gonna be somebody. There's probably gonna be. I think Mark Cuban came out with a statement or something. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna, reverse engineer it, and they're gonna find a way to poke holes through it and find loopholes because you can find a loophole in anything. But for as far as this, call it an overcorrection if you want. I guess my little small hot take is sometimes you need a little overcorrection just to find a middle ground to some shit. Like, oh, okay, like this didn't work, but we're in a better spot than we were 2 years ago, where we're just intentionally just not putting John Morant on the fucking floor, not putting Jaren Jackson on the fucking floor. Like, niggas are buying tickets to games and people just out.
Yeah.
Nah. Such a soccer mindset. Relegation? That nigga loves soccer.
But let's go ahead and round it out with some playoff talk because a couple series have closed. Some series are still being extended by the hair of their chinny chin chin. But let's talk about Thunder Suns first because that was easy series. It was a sweep. The Thunder belted the Suns. Really not much to talk about. So do you have any comments on that?
We do not care.
All right, bet. I want to start off like the blowouts first. So the Spurs Trailblazers. Spurs 4-1 the Blazers. It's good the Blazers were able to get that win. Wemby was hurt, so that's probably why they got it, to be honest. Unfortunately, it seems like Thiago Splitter will not be their head coach this upcoming season, so sucks for them, sucks for him. But he put himself in a relatively good position because he got the team to the playoffs. I did not expect the Blazers to even get this far in the first place, so shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the Trailblazers.
And Scoot, he had a couple. He had some bad games, but like he hooped a couple of them games too. Like I
got to give him flowers. He hooped. He hooped. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He hooped. Denny hooped. It'll be exciting to see
how
what
cold
this
Denny was because truthfully, I wasn't watching much Blazers games during the regular season, but I got to see how Denny. He only goes right, but niggas can't stop him. He's cold.
Yeah, I'm more excited about him and seeing what this team look like when Dame comes back.
Yeah,
honestly, because
he posted a picture of him like dunking, or I don't think was it a picture. Yeah, it was a picture. It didn't show the dunk, but like Dame, he got up there, he was finna tomahawk that bitch. So I'm like, oh shit, Dame is finna be back soon.
Yeah,
remember when Dame used to dunk on niggas, bro?
Like, bro, his rookie year was something crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Dame, 2013 Dame. Hey,
didn't he win a dunk contest? Or I'm tripping.
He won a dunk. He's the only player that won the dunk contest and the 3-point contest.
Bro, all of our goats are getting old, bro. Because he's not doing that shit no more.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You got a point there.
Staying on the West, Minnesota managed to win the series. Or actually, let's save that one. Let's go to the Eastern.
Yeah,
we can talk about Jokic and them later.
Yeah.
Going to the East, the Knicks 4-2 the Hawks. The last game was a actual fact. The Knicks won that game 140-89. And as somebody who watched small portions of that game, I will tell you, the score doesn't do it just. It still like it wasn't even this close, bro. They were down by like wasn't the score like 60 to like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 72-20 at halftime or something like that. It was something egregious. It reminds me of that one Golden State game against the Boston Celtics like some years back. I don't think it was a playoff game, but it was like on a Sunday, and them niggas got worked from tip off. Like I'm just like, yo, it's a 50-point blowout already. This is crazy. They genuinely could have gone. That honestly, the Knicks, had they locked in a little bit more, they could have got the 200 if they wanted to. The way they was hooping, it came out of nowhere though.
Yeah,
it was bad.
I'll be honest, I thought the Hawks could. I think when we were talking about predictions before the series, I said the Hawks might win this series. So I was completely wrong about that. But I mean,
yeah,
shout out to the Hawks for even getting to the playoffs in the first place. Because when the season started, we was like, oh my fucking gosh. Get ready to learn AJ DeBanza. Get ready to learn Darren Peterson. And they end up going to the playoffs. So things are, even on a bad loss, but things are looking up for the Hawks, I think. Sliding back to the West, because the other series in the East are not finished. Do you want to talk about the Nuggets series first or the Rockets-Lakers series first?
Get those bums out the way first, man. Get the Rockets out the way.
I was going to say which bums, but the Rockets,
my bad.
The Rockets, they lost it. Or let me phrase it the other way. The Lakers won this series. They 4-2 the Rockets. It looked like it was going to be a sweep. The Rockets came back all the way, but they ended up winning 2 games. And all in all, I think this was actually a good experience. Oh, yeah, Austin Reeves, he started to come back as well. He played the last 2 games. I don't think Luka's going to be able to come back in the postseason. I think they said he hasn't even started like running or anything. So,
yeah, he's a little ways back, and I don't think that we obviously don't think that the Lakers are going to beat the Thunder. So I think his postseason is done, honestly. But get ready for next year, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But speaking on the Rockets a little bit more, I actually think that like if they would have got swept, this would have been the worst possible outcome ever. 4-2, like I think this did them some good. They learned how to win the playoffs. They saw some like serious competition. They went through some ups and downs together. I think this all in all will be good for like a lot of the young core. And I don't want to be defending a white man publicly on my platform, but like everybody keep talking about, oh, Reed, he was such a bust. He's this, he's that. Like this is his like Reed is still a rookie. Granted, last year was his rookie season, but he spent that entire year in the fucking
G League.
Yeah. He barely played. This was his rookie season, getting some real burn against actual NBA athletes, NBA strength, all that stuff. Yes, he's gonna struggle. He's literally the only point guard on that. Him and Aaron Holiday are the only point guards on that team. He's going through a lot right now. So yes, he's going to struggle. Yes, he's weak right now because he just got here. Like he's still an incredible athlete, great shooter. Although he shot pretty poorly this season, but it's his first playoff, so. I just see a whole lot of like Reed slander and this, that, and there. But it's just like he's not a finished product. He's gonna get better. I believe he's going to get better. We don't know because we don't know the future, but I think it's safe to
believe that.
So what are we even? Everybody, oh my gosh, trade Reed. He's so bad. He's this, that. Like no, he's just young.
They say to trade everybody. They say to trade everybody. Like I think everybody on this Rockets team, including Jayshawn Tate, have been they've been the only valid one I've seen too. But every Rockets player has gotten high praise and they have gotten insanely slandered throughout the whole season. From Sengun to KD when it comes to they regret trading for him. No, we don't. We don't regret that. I just think it sucks that nigga played 78 games or 72 games, whatever the hell he played, and then he ended up having
an injury in practice.
A freak injury in practice, and I feel like it came from Jayshawn Tate, bro. I just can't prove it. I just can't. They was out here, he was diving for loose. Some they said he was diving for loose balls and bump knees with somebody, and I just feel like it was Jason Tate because that's the only nigga that plays hard for real, like all the time. I can't prove it though. I can't prove it. But if I find out it's him, send that nigga to China, bro. I don't want to see that nigga no more. But to your point, even Jabari Smith, I was a little bit of a critic of him throughout the season.
He
There was
played
niggas,
well in these playoffs.
yeah, there was niggas calling him.
He didn't have a good game the last one, but he played well.
Yeah, and it seems like he's a playoff riser because even in the Warriors series last year, that nigga stepped up big time. Which honestly, had he not stepped up big time last year, he probably would have been a part of that KD package to begin with. But he played so well, and Jalen Green didn't play as well, and I think they just swapped it out. But even with him, there was mad niggas calling him Jasari Smith Jr. And I couldn't defend it because nigga wasn't hitting on shit. But that nigga's very resilient. That nigga be, you know, that nigga is very grounded, very humble, and he be having his moments. So KD wasn't lying, but it's just like, damn, like I'd be reminding myself, like, damn, this nigga's 22. Jesus.
Yeah, I think
that nigga's still young.
It's like seeing this series made me a little bit higher on Jabari. Like, oh, okay, he's not trash. I'm not even saying I thought he was trash, but like he's a little bit better than I initially expected. So, So I think the Rockets will. They got some stuff they need to handle in the offseason.
For sure.
Some shit figured out, but I think Jabari will be a part of that core. I think Reed will as well. Amen Thompson too. And I think Kevin Durant and Fred VanVleet's going to be there. But as far as everybody else, I don't know. But
they need to fix the bench. And honestly, I would keep Josh Okogie, low-key. I would keep him. He just can't be the first nigga off the bench. But I'd keep him.
But going to the talking about the other bums, I guess, the Timberwolves 4-2 the Nuggets. And the Timberwolves, they did this without Anthony Edwards, who has I think they said he had the bone bruise, I believe, but the way the injury looked on the video, it looked like he tore something, but he didn't, thank God. But he's supposed to be back in like 2 or 3 weeks, so who knows when he's coming back for real. They did without Dante DiVincenzo, who tore his Achilles, unfortunately. They also did without Ayo Dosunmu, who had 40 points in, I believe, game 5? I think he had 40 points, but then
he had like 32. He had 32 the game before that, and like he was on a little roll for sure.
So the Timberwolves managed to do all that without them. They beat the Nuggets 110-98. What is next for the Nuggets? To be honest, because now people are it's a whole lot of niggas been waiting for the day to slander Jokic. They're like, oh, he can't be top 20 no more. He's not doing nothing in the playoffs. He got 1 chip and he got his 3 MVPs. He got 3. I think he got his 3 MVPs. He got his 1 chip, and then he can't do nothing else after, which it's really a crazy thing to say about somebody.
That nigga got his 3 MVPs. That's
crazy thing to say. But,
all right, nigga.
But nah, I will just objectively speaking, he looked a lot worse than he ever has. It's probably his worst stretch of postseason basketball he's ever played, in my opinion. Rudy Gobert took his lunch, which is something that normally it's Jokic destroying Gobert, so this was a lot different. People were saying he could have been a little bit hampered by injury or something. I don't know, but what did the Nuggets do? They got Aaron Gordon, who is good and valuable, but he's always hurt. Jamal Murray, he gets hurt a lot too. He wasn't hurt this last game, I don't believe. He just had a poor game. Like, you got Christian Brown, who they signed for like $100 million, whose contract kicking next season, but he gave them nothing this playoffs. Like, is there anything Nuggets can do? Do you think they're going to try to make some moves or stay in pat, or what do you think?
I think staying in pat is crazy when you lost to a team that did not have Anthony Edwards for like the last 2 games. Like they're damn near their whole team. These be talking about injuries for the Nuggets. The whole Timberwolves like disintegrated right before our eyes, nigga. Like,
yes.
Oh my god! And
Aaron Gordon was hurt coming into the playoffs in the first place.
Yeah, like I think he had like runner's knee at the time. And it's like okay, like this is not even the normal that we normally see. Shout out to Jaden McDaniels for my goodness hooping and talking shit. That's my favorite.
I thought he was cold, but he might be colder than I thought. I knew he was good, but he's 32-10 while locking up Jamal Murray, embarrassing Jamal Murray, and calling everybody on the Nuggets trash. Like,
Stand on
I gotta
fucking
give you
business.
props.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I have nothing nice to say about Jokic right now. So I'll stay away from that in this conversation. I'll say that for my hot take. But I do have an issue, and it shouldn't be this way, but unfortunately it is. I do have an issue when you make me praise a nigga like Rudy Gobert. Okay? When I have to come out and say Rudy Gobert did his shit, did his thing, and clamped you up. I mean, he's known for being clamps, but like, when I got to give high praise to Rudy as a nigga that be talking crazy about Rudy at times, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not gonna lie to you, but respect to the Timberwolves. I feel like I would be rooting for the Timberwolves a lot more if Anthony Edwards was like still, playing, because I just don't think when you're injured and hampered like this, I just want a healthier team playing against the Thunder, respectfully. But if everybody was healthy for the Timberwolves, this next matchup against the Spurs would be fucking fire.
Would be
I would be like, damn, this might
give
go
them a run for their
7-20.
money for
sure. And it's just like fully healthy. I feel like Timberwolves probably beat these niggas and Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in 5 for real. Low key is sweep. If Ant-Man come in healthy.
If he's like 100% healthy, possibly it's sweet.
No, I'm saying because he done swept niggas before. That's not nothing new. He been the legend killer for a minute.
Yeah.
Swept Bron and swept KD. You think he can't sweep Jokic, nigga? He can. He can if he's healthy enough. So that's the only reason why it's bittersweet for me. Nas Reed did a really good job too. People don't talk about Nas Reed enough for me and from my liking. And that other guy, I forgot his name. His name's Terrence Shannon.
Terrence Shannon, yeah. Terrence Shannon Jr. Every
Rockland.
time, like last year, he did the same thing. Like he get his moments in the playoffs where he just goes crazy. And you're like, oh damn, maybe he should play more. Then he don't really play in the regular season. Then boom, playoffs, he has another moment. Like I remember he did it last year against OKC. So Terrence Shannon, he's nice. He's nice for sure.
He is nice, and they got them black uniforms that's go around. I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, I like their uniforms.
I fuck with
that.
But
staying on the West Road. Well, I mean, we ain't gonna talk because I assume we're both under the belief that the Thunder and the Spurs will win their respective series.
Yeah. I'm unless the Timberwolves do some shocking shit, which I'm not opposed to them doing. Like I'm not saying that they're incapable of doing it. It could happen because it's
going to be an effort, though. You're going to have to shoot. It's
going to be an effort, but at the same time, we're talking about the Spurs team. This is their first playoff run, so anything can happen. It's not like it's a seasoned vet going on around here, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to a healthy Spurs team and a healthy Thunder team playing in the Western Conference Finals. That's really what I'm looking forward to.
Hopefully they sweep. Hopefully both these teams like sweep them and they can just like rest until. Yeah. Actually, no. I need the Timberwolves and the Spurs to go 7 games. I need to go 8 games. Actually, I need the Spurs to lose. How about that? That's much better. But going back to the East because there's 3 matches that have not finished just yet. I would like to talk about the Cavs Raptors first. 4-5. This series tied 3-3 is going into a game 7. Who do you have taking that series, Greg?
Toronto. Toronto wins it.
Really?
Yes, Toronto wins it. Toronto wins it. Toronto wins it. Toronto wins it. First and foremost, shout out to Jamal Shed. I love seeing Houston Cougars play playoff basketball. I'll shout out the other one when we get to that matchup, but we'll focus on Jamal Shed. I thought that nigga I almost thought that nigga gamed it in the 4th quarter when they passed him. When they passed it to that nigga in the baseline, I was like, "Ain't no way that nigga gonna hit that hole," and he didn't. But
nigga did not hit that hole. But.
he didn't. He in fact did not hit that head. I fuck with that. I know they're playing in Cleveland. This is not the same Cleveland with LeBron. I see a trend going on where these niggas is putting the ball in Evan Mobley's hands in the last seconds, and I don't know how I feel about that.
For what is where he did score. He
scored the first one. That last one, I mean, even if you wanted to be in his hands, a deep 3 pull up, was not on my bingo card for a nigga like Evan Mobley. Respectfully, when I have a Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, all right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And on top of that, when it comes to Game 7, I still fuck with my nigga. I fuck with my nigga heavy. I know what Game 7 look like for a James Harden nigga. He could prove me wrong.
He could.
He
That's
could.
the thing with James. James Harden does have good games in the playoffs, but it's just when he has a stinker, he has a stinker.
Yeah, and I think he's had a stinker in the series already. Don't be surprised if he has a 15-point game. It may not be like it may not be no 30, and it may not be like he only scored 6 points. Yeah, probably 15. It might be a 15-pointer, which means Donovan Mitchell got to step up and not lose. This your team. We honestly we shouldn't even be talking about James Harden. This your fucking team, nigga. Donovan Mitchell been. I ain't gonna lie. Donovan Mitchell been coasting. When it come to niggas that get knocked out the playoffs.
Harden hate, so it's easy for people to latch on to James Harden, he sucks in the playoff, blah blah blah. But like James Harden hasn't been too bad. Donovan Mitchell, he also hasn't been like terrible, but he does need to step it up. Me personally, though, I still do think the Cavs can pull this off because I think they are the better team. But
they can.
We'll see. Yeah, they can, but will they is really the biggest thing. But next matchup, we're going to talk about Pistons and Magic. Did you watch this game?
I did. I'm not going to lie. I've been back and forth on who I wanted to win this game. I'm going to be honest with you. Because at first I came in, I was like, first of all, Magic not going to make this a series. They made it a series, and they made that a series really quick. And then it got to the point where I was like, damn, I low-key want the Orlando Magic to upset these niggas. I'm not going to lie. But then K dropped 40 last night. I'm like, damn, okay. I see resilience. Fuck.
I think whoever wins this match, I think if the Pistons win this match, because I do want the Pistons to win. I think that because I like Cade, but I think if they get to the next round, I think they're just gonna get not destroyed, but seeing this, it just really makes you realize how much the Pistons need somebody other than Cade to score, and he's literally their only source of offense. Like Jalen Duren hasn't been good this entire series, and nobody on the team can shoot. Like Ron Holland, he's not playing because he can't shoot. Asar Thompson, he can't shoot. He's great on defense. He can't shoot. Duncan Robinson be having off nights, and he's only good for shooting. So if he's not doing that, what is he doing? Who else can't shoot? Really, the whole team. It's just Cade is really the only. Cade and Dennis Jenkins are the only people who can shoot, and they just need more. So that's why I thought the Pistons were going to win this. Yeah, I thought since they were number one seed, I thought the Pistons were going to handily beat the Magic because Magic hate their head coach and everything, but they made it into a battle. So I don't know, bro.
I will say to their credit. I'll say this. This is the only thing I'll say when it comes to the defense of the Pistons. To the defense of the Pistons, this is not a normal AC. The Orlando Magic, talent-wise, have no business being an 8th seed team to begin with. Begin with. So all this really lets me know is that one, the Hornets would have made this a series too. I wish it was the Hornets in this playoff. Yes, the Magic made this a good series. Game 7, it's been a nice series, but I wanted to see the Hornets in the playoffs so bad. Bro. Yeah, that all that really told me was okay. Orlando is better than their seed, better than their seeding. The Hornets would have gave them niggas a nice little run. It might have been a 7-game series with them niggas too. It would have been more exciting. I won't say it. I don't know if it would be more exciting. I can't tell. Yeah, it'll definitely be a lot more physical because them niggas don't fucking like each other.
They hate each other.
they fucking hate each other. And then when it comes to shooters, you know who is a good shooter though? Malik Beasley. Just wanted to put that shit out in the air because a white man stole his money. I just wanted to put that out in the air. Because I truly do be feeling bad about that nigga sometimes. Every time I think about that nigga, I'm like, damn. The first thing I'm like, man, they really hold this nigga and exposed everything about this nigga, and nothing came out of it. He didn't get a job, and they didn't indict him or arrest this nigga. And then the second thing that comes into my mind is how the fuck do you owe a nigga $13K off of some haircuts? And we'll just keep it moving because I still think about that. I just left the barbershop again. I paid that nigga 40. Fuck you talking about 13K.
If I'm, bro, it's never getting to that point. It's never getting to the point where you owe me that much money. Like, no, nigga, I'm going to stop cutting you because, nigga, what are we doing?
Yeah, as a barber, I would never approach you on some 13K. We would start at 100. Honestly, well, a real nigga like me, where's the 40? You ain't got 40 on you right now, bitch? The fuck going on? Where the 40 right now, nigga? But if I let that shit pile up, I think my max is like 2 haircuts worth, maybe. After the second haircut, I'm like, hey, where the rest? Where is it?
Even if he is like if you come and say, like, oh, I'm gonna be your regular client, and like and you know he's an NBA player, like, okay, just assuming the money good. But it's like, I know you got I know you got Cash App, Venmos. I know you got one of them apps on your phone.
all them apps we were just talking shit about.
I know you got one of them on your phone.
Bitch, I don't care if it's PayPal. Figure it out, nigga. But to get back on this series, ultimately, I kind of want Orlando to win this, only because the Pistons being the number 1 seed is different than the Thunder being the number 1 seed, and I think they need to restructure some stuff with the Pistons when it comes to this roster. And I think sometimes when you go a little bit too far in the playoffs, it gives you a false realization of what the fuck's going on. I think that's what happened with the Atlanta Hawks. When they went to the conference finals and beat the 76ers, they just started standing pat because they just felt like, oh, we can get back to this bitch again, and it never happened. So you just started playing fool's gold, and now they're finally getting back to, relevancy, getting back to the playoffs. So I feel like Orlando just ain't nobody telling you to hit the reset button. Retool, do some shit, but I feel like there'll be a lot more conservative. Same with the fucking same with the Rockets. Honestly, like had they gotten swept, I feel like it would have been an overcorrection.
Yeah,
you lost. You lost right where you needed to kind of lose, and you can really have an honest conversation about your roster instead of just being emotional and being like, "Oh, I can't believe we got swept by a non-Luka and non-Reeves 41-year-old LeBron James basketball team," instead of just being objective about it and be like, "Okay, let's think logically." I think the Pistons can think logically after a 7-game series and not be too disappointed, unless you get blown out like the Atlanta Hawks in that last game. Then that's kind of crazy. That's a little crazy, but we don't have to stay on it. We still got one more matchup to talk about.
The last series, the Celtics 76ers. This going to Game 7, and I'm gonna be honest, man.
This was not in my book, bro.
I need the 76ers to win, bro. Because Joel, I'm just not because Embiid's playing. He's playing sort of well as well as he can because it's just been a whole lot. But I seen something that said like he actually never beat the Celtics in the playoff, and I'm like,
really?
Bro, yes, he's 0-3 against the Celtics. In the playoff. So I'm just Embiid, get your one final send off, and then just like give up the ghost, bro. That's it. Just your one series, beat the Celtics, be like, yes, I finally did it. Did you win a championship? No. You won an MVP though. You beat your arch nemesis in the playoffs. You can end everything.
Honestly,
retire. He's not going to, but he can just retire.
Honestly, this could This is what I'm thinking. Because now I'm looking at the fucking bracket. Honestly, and we've been talking about the Knicks being ass all the time, but they keep fucking winning. That's besides the point. I'm just being a hater right now. But I would root for Joel Embiid just off of the strength that you played the Knicks, and that's a team that
the Sixers can beat the Knicks.
You can beat them, and then you can go to your first conference finals ever. You still never made a conference finals ever.
Oh, that is true.
You've never made it to a conference final ever in your career. You can beat the Knicks, go to the conference finals. I don't give a fuck if you want to lose. But even if you win, you're playing anywhere between the Cavs, Raptors, Pistons, and Magic. All of them niggas look beatable to me. Nobody looks better than the Boston Celtics.
Teams have anything for Embiid. Like if Brandon Embiid is up and down, you never know what you're gonna get with Embiid because of just his body and everything. But like
Right.
Cat can't really. If Embiid feeling good, Cat can't guard him.
Cat
Like
cannot guard that nigga.
Jared
And he
Allen
gonna foul
can't.
out.
Evan Mobley can't. Nobody on the Raptors can. Wendell Carter can't. Jalen Duren. We know
Durham,
he can't.
we know he can't do it. So I wasn't even turning this into 76ers propaganda. But we'll just focus on the main thing. Beat the Celtics. And then once we get to the Knicks, that's a good they're good enough. Because honestly, y'all got bodies for Jalen Brunson, bro. Jalen Brunson's not unbeatable, bro. I didn't see that nigga get locked up by both Thompson twins.
And on the other end, Jalen Brunson can't guard none of y'all. He can't guard Tyrese
None of
Maxey.
them.
He can't guard VJ Edgecombe.
He can't guard. Erica Badu music gonna start playing again if you start guarding Paul George, nigga.
Paul George was cold last game, bro. Like, I want the Sixers to do it, bro. I want the Sixers to win.
Like, I'm convinced now. And also, and also, shout out to the Houston Cougars again. Quentin Grimes.
Oh,
shout out to that brother. I have rooting interest. I gotta see you. I gotta see. All I'm saying is, if the Boston Celtics lose, that fan base is gonna be so pissed because Jaylen Brown tried extra hard to like keep the team relevant when they could have, quote unquote, tanked. Since this is the last time you could ever tank again and get something beneficial, it's like, damn, you could have tanked it. We could have got AJ DeBonsa and be ready with a healthy Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, one of them other three forwards, whatever. And if
that Celtics team is actually not bad though. So even without Jason Tatum, like
they were good.
They're not bad enough to tank. But then again, a lot of teams weren't bad enough to tank and they tanked. So there's that. But
so
another reason I do want the Sixers to win because the Celtics, I low key want them to lose so Jason Tatum could just rest, bro. Like you don't need to nigga stop, bro.
And he low key is forcing it. I won't lie. Yeah. It's like, damn. I don't
just chill, bro. You prove you can come back early, but they don't. Come on, bro. Just think about your career, dog. Like that's really another reason. Like he just needs to stop playing, go rest up, bro, and then come back.
It's funny because we're telling this nigga Jason Tatum to rest, and we're telling Joel Embiid ramp this bitch up, go crazy.
Embiid got 15 minutes left. Jason Tatum, he got more than that. Embiid don't got time for this.
That nigga on borrowed time.
Yes.
That's real.
We don't know how much more Joel Embiid we're gonna get. Jason Tatum coming back this early, it proves it's like, okay, he can play without the Achilles, or not without the Achilles, but he can play after the Achilles. So like,
he can play without the Achilles.
Just chill, come back next season. You proved everybody wrong. That's what's up. Congratulations. Not just rest. Figure it out next season, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got Jaylen Brown.
I think that's everything we got, though.
Yeah, I think that is everything. Is it about that time?
I believe so.
Absolutely. Oh, actually, okay. Since mine is basketball related, I'll go first, and we'll end with yours. My hot take, it's about Jokic in a negative way, and I'm trying my best not to get too personal. I guess I don't want it to be like, oh, like this nigga going in for no reason. And I'm tired of using the dick riding analogy either, but what I will say is I am kind of tired of how Jokic is viewed in the media. Specifically when that nigga gets the tussling or roughhousing or pushing and shoving other niggas. I hate how it gets reported. I hate how the commentators react when that nigga gets into shit, because the first thing you bitch ass niggas do sometimes is just talk about his fuck ass brothers. I don't give a fuck about his fuck ass brothers. What the fuck are they gonna do? Yeah, they're showing them on the TV. Mind you, I feel like I think one of them got reported. I think one of them hit a woman one time. I don't know. I forgot I have to bring it up. It is factually true though. I'm not lying about that. But I wasn't trying to put that on a nigga jacket. But I'm just like, man, y'all, if his name was Jamal, y'all be talking about that nigga totally different. I hear talking about his brothers like they fucking goons. I don't care. You think they're finna come up on the fucking court? Yeah, they will be arrested. They will be escorted out and be banned from every fucking arena ever. All it is them niggas just standing up and yelling. Ooh.
And also,
Ooh.
NBA players are big as hell too. Like Jokic's brothers are also gigantic, but so is everybody else. So is everybody on the court.
I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's just such one of the weirdest things that I always think, because at least with James Johnson, when they talk about like the myth of James Johnson, of him like beating niggas up or doing whatever the fuck, yeah, we don't really have no footage of it, but he's an NBA player, so it's relevant and niggas can co-sign and be like, okay, like meet that nigga, like that nigga don't play. We're talking about people that will never suit up and play basketball in the NBA and talk. And the first time Jokic gets in the scrimmage, she's like, oh, you got them brothers. What the fuck they finna do? Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? That's why niggas like LeBron don't be liking them European niggas, because they know they get viewed. the conversation goes different. The amount of times Jokic had a bad series, and that nigga got the pushing and shoving almost damn near every fucking game. First of all, who you feeling? Who you feeling like? Because you didn't have that. You didn't have that energy.
Timberwolves were trying to bait that nigga into doing it, and he fell for it every single time.
I was like, bro, every single time. If your last name was Dort, if your last name was Brooks, you would have been ejected at least one of these games already. At least, for fucking sure. So who you feeling like? Because you didn't have the same energy with the Morris twins. You did not have the same energy for that nigga. Don't give a fuck. So that's my hot take. Stop talking about that nigga's brothers. Let that be his own man. It's like, I would respect it more if y'all was talking about like Jokic having hands, or Jokic, like you don't want to mess with Jokic. Y'all out here talking about, hey, watch out now. He got his brothers. Y'all talking about them niggas like Nick and Joey Bosa's lineage. We talking Big Tuna. Y'all talk about them niggas like like if you left this arena, like nigga, it might be up. Joey Batters might get you. Man, fuck you. Fuck this. I'm tired of y'all praising this white man for literally anything, bro. Who cares? That's my hot take.
I like it. All right. My hot take. The Michael Jackson movie was bad. I'm gonna say the Michael Jackson movie was bad.
Damn, you want to go ease into it? Damn.
That's my hot take. Yeah. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Did not enjoy, like, the performances were cool when he did what was he performing? When he performed was it Beat It or Billie Jean or one of them? When he did the moonwalk, like that was cool, His Thriller performance was nice. I like Thriller. Yeah, the Thriller part was cool as well. But overall, I thought the movie was bad. I knew a lot of people had like dropped out of the film, where they like used their lawyers to be like, no, you can't portray me in the film. So I already knew coming into it wasn't going to be as in depth as I liked it. But like with that movie, the bar was low, but fuck, you did not reach that bar either. Disappointed to say the least. But I will still be seeing part 2 because, like I said, this Michael Jackson shit means something to me. I'm actually a big Michael Jackson fan. So I will be seeing part 2, even though I did not like part 1. If you want to hear more about my thoughts on this movie, go watch the Redacted show. They dropped a YouTube video where we talked about it with them. So you want to go figure out or go hear what else I had to say about the movie, you can go tap in over there. But no, I did not like the movie. Well, let me step. And also, Mike, the funniest shit is about the movie though, when that nigga Mike came and put up. Nigga, no. That was the funniest part of the movie. Nigga, no. There was like 20 years. There was all in there 20. You're like, hey, guys, let's play Twister. It'll be like the old days. It was like, nigga,
no. We getting pussy now, nigga. That shit was funny as fuck. I didn't laugh hard enough in the theaters when that shit happened. I can't believe I did not address that in the fucking pod with Dana and Feek. But yeah, that was one of the funniest moments for me. My goodness. Nigga, no. What's crazy is they didn't invite that nigga to play basketball. They just said, nigga, no.
Because he was trying to play some damn Twister, nigga. Like,
he didn't give him a compromise. Like, you can hoop with us? Nothing.
Yeah. You think Michael Jackson can hoop? You think he can hoop?
No, I've seen it. I've seen footage.
Actually, no. Isn't Indiana? That's the basketball. Isn't Indiana? That's you said they got like courts everywhere in Indiana, right?
Yeah, it's a hoop state. It is. It's
Yeah,
one.
so,
It's
okay,
the hoop
Mike
state.
could probably hoop. Mike could for sure probably hoop, bro.
He probably got a little jump shot. But I remember there was a commercial with Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan back in the 90s. And I mean, you know, once you get older, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So
Fair.
maybe that's one of those things. But yeah, that nigga couldn't dribble for shit. I was like, God damn, Mike.
Really?
Look like a fucking
Well,
child.
he more of a he uses his feet more. You don't dance with your hands. He dances with his
He
feet.
got mad footwork. He had
Yeah.
he had the intangibles. He had the skill set. Hey, that nigga, hey, low key, now that we're saying it, Mike could probably route a nigga up for real. He could for sure route a nigga up. He had the footwork and technique.
Oh, I know niggas trying to press him on the line. Leave them niggas in the dust.
That nigga's route tree is probably insane, nigga. Like, looking like Amari Cooper in this bitch. Oh my God. We gotta do a TikTok one day about this shit, bro. Oh my God. I know he can't throw for shit, but all he would just have to learn how to do is catch the ball. He'd be good. I think his hand-eye coordination good enough to do it.
First, it has to be good.
The only problem is I think the nigga's like 5'9".
He's not. He's like 5'9" with like 130 pounds, bro. Like,
Yeah, like that's the only thing. But flag football? Oh yeah, that nigga.
Unstoppable.
Gold medal.
The Olympics.
Gold medalist. Olympics.
If they put Michael Jackson in the
Boy, nigga, what?
Matter of fact, put Jafar on the team. Put Jafar
Oh
on
my
the team.
God.
Oh, yeah, also about him, I will say Jafar. I thought he did a good job.
Absolutely.
I don't think it wasn't the acting that was the problem. It was just
the writing.
script, I guess. But,
Having a nigga say he at the line before they say hut is crazy. Yeah, this shit actually does mean something to me. We're gonna make a TikTok about this soon. But I want to just put it out there. I enjoyed the movie, but I also understand Jax's standpoint. Like Jax said, if you want to learn more about how our feelings were about it, I'll have a link down below to that YouTube video, and also, you know, Jax's hatred for light skinned niggas that portray other dark skinned people. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I get where you're coming from. It's fine.
Dang. Okay.
No, I understand. I just have to say it out loud because it's funny when I say it out loud.
All right, nigga.
All right, but I think that wraps everything up. Jackson, the last words.
I will still say, go see the Michael Jackson movie. It's Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
Like, you might not feel the same way as me, so I would still say, go see that movie.
They won't. I promise they won't feel the same. I promise you. I'm gonna let you know right now.
I'm in the minority. Everybody like that. I'm in the minority, so y'all should for sure go see that.
You in line with the Rotten Tomatoes reviews. You with them niggas. The 28%ers.
Yeah.
And as far as for me, the opposite of crazy is also crazy. Okay, just keep that in mind. Doing the polar opposite to counteract some craziness and some bullshit, just as bad. That can be with anything: a lottery, an NBA lottery draft, equal rights. List goes on. I won't go any further, but
please.
just keep that in the back of your
I
mind.
don't know what the next thing you were going to say.
All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all niggas next week.